Amazon forest, the biggest and most mysterious jungle in our world. A jungle so massive that if you were dropped somewhere in the middle of it, it could take you nearly 472 days to find your way out. And during that journey, you would come face to face with creatures where size means nothing. Whether small or huge, they all share one purpose: to kill and survive. Because this is the Amazon forest, where even a tiny ant can be enough to take your life. This jungle covers an enormous area of 5.5 million square kilometers. It is so huge that 7 countries the size of Pakistan, 2 countries the size of India, and nearly 157 places the size of Dubai could easily fit inside it. The Amazon stretches across 8 different countries. It begins from the American continent and spreads through Colombia, Guyana, Brazil, Peru, and finally ends near Bolivia. And what may surprise you even more is that around 20% of the oxygen produced for living creatures on Earth comes from here. This forest, home to nearly 40 billion trees, is a place completely ruled by nature itself. Everything here happens naturally, without human control. Today, you are going to discover shocking truths about the Amazon forest that you may have never heard before. How huge is the Amazon, really? And what terrifying creatures have ruled this jungle for thousands? Although the Amazon forest covers 5.5 million square kilometers, if someone traveled all around its border, the total distance would be nearly 9,500 kilometers. That is almost like traveling between Mumbai and New Delhi or taking 7 complete trips between Karachi and Islamabad. This giant forest is also called the Amazon rainforest because there is hardly a week in the entire year when it does not rain here. The jungle is so dense that when rain falls, the water often takes almost 10 minutes to pass through the thick trees before reaching the ground. Because of this density, even daytime inside the forest can feel as dark as night, since sunlight struggles to pass through the giant trees. Thanks to the heavy rainfall and perfect ecosystem, the Amazon is home to countless species of animals, birds, and plants that exist nowhere else in the world. Scientists have discovered over 40,000 plant species here, 1,300 types of birds, more than 2,200 species of fish, 272 kinds of mammals, and 380 strange-looking reptiles and creatures. And when it comes to insects, more than 2.5 million different species of dangerous and poisonous bugs have already been found in this jungle. As beautiful as the Amazon looks from the outside, it is equally terrifying on the inside. Anything can happen here at any moment. This forest is filled with deadly creatures, both big and small. If a human accidentally enters deep into this jungle, one of the first creatures they may encounter is the green anaconda. The green anaconda is considered one of the largest and most dangerous snakes in the world. It can grow up to 30 feet long and weigh around 250 kilograms. One terrifying fact about this snake is that it can swallow animals larger than itself completely alive in a single attack. Nobody truly knows how many anacondas exist inside the Amazon. Along with anacondas, thousands of dangerous species of cobras and pythons also live here. At some point in life, you have probably been bitten by an ant. They are tiny creatures, often smaller than a grain of wheat, yet their bite can still cause pain. But in the Amazon, there exists a terrifying species called the bullet ant. Known as the largest ant in the world, this poisonous insect can grow up to 4 centimeters long. If it bites a human, the pain becomes so intense that it can even threaten a person's life. It is called the bullet ant because victims describe its sting as feeling similar to being shot by a bullet. Inside this endless jungle flows the second longest river in the world and the largest river on Earth by water flow, the Amazon River. Its total length is around 6,840 kilometers. All the rainwater collected throughout the Amazon forest eventually flows through this river into the ocean. The river reaches depths of nearly 329 feet and is home to thousands of giant crocodiles that can go to any extent to satisfy their hunger. Shockingly, every single second, around 219,000 cubic meters of water pass through the Amazon River. To understand this amount, imagine this: the world's largest swimming pool, City Star's Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, could be completely filled with just 1 second of water flowing through the Amazon. Even if the water from the world's top 14 rivers were combined together, they still would not match the power of the Amazon River. Because humans rarely enter these waters, many strange creatures have been discovered here, including the famous pink dolphin. These dolphins can grow up to 9 feet long and weigh nearly 200 kilograms. Compared to other dolphins, they are far more intelligent and aggressive because they possess unusually large brains. While dolphins are usually friendly toward humans, the pink dolphin is one of the few species known to attack people. Scientists and researchers also believe that for more than 250 years, another terrifying creature has existed in the Amazon River, the electric eel. This fish can generate an enormous electric shock for defense, with recorded voltages reaching up to 860 volts. Several incidents have occurred where electric eels attacked humans and killed them instantly with powerful electric shocks. Not only humans, but even animals much larger than the eel itself can fall victim to it. One electric attack is enough to destroy the nervous system of almost any living creature. A man named Martin Strel, a famous marathon swimmer, once achieved the impossible by swimming across the entire Amazon River. Yes, the same river filled with giant alligators, electric eels, and deadly anacondas. But how did Martin survive such a dangerous journey? In 2007, Martin decided to break one of the world's most dangerous records. Every day, he swam nearly 10 hours through the river and rested afterward. According to him, his support team traveled beside him in boats and constantly threw pieces of meat into the river to distract deadly crocodiles and other predators away from him. Deep within the Amazon, there is also a mysterious river where the water is constantly boiling. This strange river, around 6.5 kilometers long, is located in the Peruvian part of the rainforest. The water temperature remains between 90 and 100 degrees Celsius, hot enough to cook almost anything instantly. The river releases steam throughout the entire year, yet nobody fully understands the real reason why it boils continuously. Around 600 tribes also live inside the Amazon forest. These tribes survive by hunting animals and spending their entire lives within the jungle. Some of these tribes have never even seen the modern outside world. When they encounter strangers, they react as if they are seeing another human being for the very first time. The Amazon is also home to mysterious ancient structures visible only through satellite images. Huge symbols and patterns can be seen carved into the ground across massive areas. These strange markings are known as geoglyphs. Some of them stretch up to 1.5 kilometers in size, and more than 300 geoglyphs have already been discovered in the Amazon forest. But who created these mysterious symbols, and why were they made? If you want a separate video on this topic, comment Part 2. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share it. That's all for today. See you in another video.